Hi, welcome to our first lecture video. So for today's topic is about the introduction to engineering mechanics. So for the outline, I will be discussing these three main topics. First, what is relay mechanics? And then the fundamental laws and principles behind engineering mechanics, especially to statics. And then the last one will be about the basic units and measurements involved in engineering statics. So what is mechanics? So basically, when we say mechanics, it is about the forces, the study of the forces, and the response of that body to that applied force. So para sa buong SEM natin, dalawa lang yung kailangan yung tandaan. First, yung force, and then kung ano ba yung naging reaction ng body after natin mag-apply ng force doon. So basically, doon lang iikot yung mechanics about the force and then yung response. Yun na, tapos na yung SEM natin. Diba? It's so easy. So when we apply forces, what can be the response? First, we have what we call static response. Second, the motion response. And third, the deformation response. So unahin natin yung number 2. Yung isang pwedeng maging response pag nag-apply tayo ng force, example, may itinulak tayo ng object. So ano mangyayari dun sa body na yun? Pwede na yung body ay magkaroon ng motion. So the body is in motion. Pwedeng mag-change siya ng position or mag-accelerate yung body na yun or bumlis yung velocity and so on. So when regarding motion response yung pag-uusapan, yung magiging subject nyo dito ay about engineering dynamics. So hindi ito yung ating magiging subject. Another response pag nag-apply tayo ng force ay pwede na baka instead na gumalaw ay yung object mag-fail, hindi kinaya yung force, magkaroon ng deflection, mag-bend, or totally baka mag-fail na yung ating object. So for this matter, na involve yung mga deformation, sa another subject nyo na naman to may encounter which is dun sa ating tinatawag na strength of materials. I think pang third year nyo na subject. So ito na nga, balik na tayo dun sa number 1. Ano naman yung static response? So, for the static response, even when you applied forces or there are forces acting on that body, still the body will remain in equilibrium. Meaning, there's no acceleration or there's no change in velocity, but the body remains in its original position or no acceleration. And dito na nga iikot yung ating buong semester, which is the Engineering Mechanics 1 or Engineering Statics. Again, let us review what is mechanics. So mechanics is the study of force and the body's response to that applied force. But anyway, when I say body, it is either a solid material like blocks, table, concrete, bakal, and so on. It can also be a fluid, either liquid or gases, air, water, oil, ano pa ba? Yan, mga ganun. So again, ano yung pwedeng tatlong maging response ng applied force sa ating body? Pwedeng static response, which is yun nga yung sa pagkaaralan natin dito sa ating engineering mechanics or statics. And then, when there's an acceleration involved, gumalaw yung object, nagkaroon ng change in velocity, then yun sa subject natin na dynamics or yun sa ENSC 105 nyo. And pagka naman nagkaroon siya ng deformation, nag-deflect, nag-bend, yun yung pagkaaralan naman sa another subject which is yung sa ating strength of materials. So for further classification of mechanics, we can divide this matter in terms of solids or in terms of fluids. So for solids, we call it solid mechanics, and for fluids, we call it fluid mechanics. And I think that is another course or subject later on. And under solid mechanics, we have what we call rigid and deformable. So rigid and deformable bodies. So basically, when we say rigid bodies, there's no deformation. And when we say deformable bodies, there is deformation, or kino-consider na natin dito yung effect ng force in terms sa deformation ng bodies. And yun nga yung sa may subject nyo na strength of materials. So dito sa subject natin ay iti-treat muna natin yung ating mga objects, yung bodies natin, as rigid. So there's no deformation muna na involved. So may under pa yan na dalawa in terms of statics or in terms of dynamics. And yung pag-aaralan lang natin ay yung effect na nasa equilibrium, yung ating object which is about the engineering statics. Actually, yung engineering mechanics, malaki talaga siya na subject. Pero, yung tinutukoy na engineering mechanics ng subject nyo ay actually about statics lang. Kasi nakabukod na yung fluid mechanics, yung deformable bodies or yung strength of materials, and then nakabukod na rin na subject yung engineering mechanics to or yung dynamics. Okay ba tayo doon? So that's all for the first part. See you in the next video.